What's going on, guys? My name is Sean Harness and welcome to my channel. From a personal and professional perspective, let me start off by saying I had a really good year. Today I want to talk to you about some unique ways that I was able to manifest a lot of the goals that I've always wanted to achieve. One of the most powerful ways to manifest your goals is to focus on consistency, but also hard work. And do that time and time again, developing the best version of ourselves. So not necessarily shooting for perfection. Realistically, we're shooting for excellence. We're setting realistic goals and holding oneself accountable to reach those goals. Let's go. What's going on, guys? My name is Sean Harness and welcome to my channel. Hey, look, man, it's been a minute, but I'm back, y'all, and I'm excited about getting right back into it. A lot of things that I have been looking to do all of my life, I feel like came to fruition all last year. From a personal professional perspective, if you're looking to crush your goals, this video is for you. Thank you first and foremost for joining me. Man, you guys are showing up and showing out. Over the past 30 days, I'll say, man, a bunch of you have subscribed to my channel. Again, for those of you who are new, brief introduction. Professionally, I'm a business strategist, also an engineer. Throughout the course of my career, I've spent a lot of time managing and building multi-million-dollar businesses in the Fortune 500s. Channel goal, guys, I'm looking to help you secure the wealth you deserve in your everyday life. And when I say wealth, a lot of you who have been with me from the very beginning, we've talked a lot about money, right? Wealth from a perspective of personal finance, from if you're starting a business, let's say you're trying to go up and climb the corporate ladder in your career. Something new, what I want to infuse on my channel is more lifestyle elements. How can you be more healthy and wealthy? Because health equals wealth, right? When you get a minute, go check out my website, SeanHarness.com. I have a 100% free 3-day money video course that will give you some tools to help you level up in your business and also in your career. Let's go ahead and get right back into it though, guys. So today I want to talk to you about 6 ways that I was really able to level up in my life and manifest a lot of goals that I've had since I was born. Number 1, developing routines. This was something that was honestly very important for me over this past year. Going to get a cup of coffee every day and literally just watching the news. Listening to a podcast while I was working out. Even if I happen to be, let's say, around friends or family, they would say, man, you're doing this again today? I unapologetically say, yes. I'm doing this again today. Let me know in the comment sections. I like to hear some routines that have added some positivity in your life over the past year or so. Number 2, investments in my business. If you guys have followed me over the course of, I would say, the past year or so, though this content that I'm bringing to you right now is free, it's still a business and it's part of my business. And because of that, it's something that I take seriously. A lot of elements that I've invested in have to do with this business. If you notice the picture quality on this video, it's a little bit more crisp. Lighting, man. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen my lighting setup. Like I've invested a lot in lighting, a lot in the audio, a lot in the cameras. The reasons why I'm doing this is because my goal is to bring you the best content because I have a lot to talk to you guys about. I've learned a lot over the course of my career, my personal and professional experience from mentors, from climbing the corporate ladder and being a millennial that's also an executive working at a top startup company. And so because of that, I want you to be able to hear me clearly. I want you to be able to see me clearly because, man, I'm bringing it this year, y'all. Number 3, investments in my career. The very beginning of this year, I noticed that I had tons of goals that I wanted to accomplish. And I knew that they weren't gonna appear out of thin air, right? As they say, faith without work is dead. I actually work, I'm a career coach, but guess what, guys? I work with a career coach as well to redevelop my resume. Also to make sure that my interview techniques were on point. So here's what I did. So I answered questions like, why me, why now, and what makes me different for a specific role or position. I also practiced interviewing till I was blue in the face, y'all. I'm talking about really focusing in on the STAR method. So situation, task, action, results, and how the STAR method related to specific skill set transfers that were relevant for this specific job or role that I was applying for. I also listened to the news every day. I listened to podcasts every day that related to my industries, that related to business, and that related to trends in business so that I could best understand where to focus my efforts if I'm looking to get a new job, which I was looking to get a new job. And in the end, I was able to secure a job that I love. Why is that relevant? Because I was able to make more money with less stress and be around great people and work behind a company and a product that I am very passionate about. Honestly, when it came to all my other goals, I wasn't focused on my job that was bringing me down. Number 4, relationships. I focused my energy and my efforts on positive, fruit-bearing relationships. Relationships that help to uplift me versus those that kept pulling me down. I focused on those. I put my energy in those. It's not to say anything negative about people that would give me constructive criticism, because there are some people in your friendship circle, in your relationship circle, that will give you good constructive criticism that have your best interests at heart. But there are those that don't have your best interests at heart that will tend to try and give you advice. So I was very intentional about listening to the right people. Number 5, again, with relationships, I focused on love. So if you guys have been following me and you follow my fiance, Dr. Nina, man, I met the woman of my dreams. And before I get to tell you a little bit about what that means to me right now, I would first like to mention and talk about how and why I was prepared for even making or taking those next steps with her. We met online. We met on Tinder. A lot of y'all have some negative comments about Tinder, but I'm gonna tell you, if you're at a certain place mentally, doesn't matter where you meet someone, you will be able to manifest exactly what you want from that relationship, whether that's to step aside and not date them anymore or to continue with what you have going. As I did a ton of work on myself. I focused heavily on my spiritual well-being. With that being said, I've always gone to church, right? I took it a step further, and this is, again, before I even met Dr. Nina. I said, you know what? I need to actually take notes. Let me take notes and then let me revisit these notes. And what does this mean? And what does this mean in my everyday life? My thought process behind it was, I need to be strong spiritually if I'm getting ready to lead a household. I also focused on my finances. So from a finance perspective, I focused a lot on saving much more money. Check out my video on emergency funds if you guys are interested in understanding and learning how to save much more money. I focused on my career in order to make more money. And lastly, I focused on overall wellness. So I focused on taking better care of myself. I ate better. I worked out every day. I did something everyday productive that contributed to my overall mental health. These elements all together contributed big time to how her and I were able to grow together. Because these areas were in order way before I met her, when I met her, we were able to focus more on each other versus us focusing on me trying to repair something that I, let's say, did not have or say that was broken. So number 6 and lastly, I focused on my physical health. So fitness. The other piece behind it is I just got really thorough about it. So when it relates to, let's say, fat burning, let me tell you guys some things that I learned from some of my trainers. So we're focusing in on heart rate. What I learned about was how to increase my heart rate. So, and how to monitor that, because typically when you're talking about fitness, you want to be in a fat burning zone. So essentially, guys, I learned how to not only lift weights and build muscle. So I was on a whole weight training program. I'm doing reps and sets from a weight perspective, but from a heart rate perspective, I really started to focus in on making sure that my heart rate was up to that fat burning zone. So even if I'm just lifting weights, not only am I lifting weights, I'm also burning fat. So burning that midsection that we all want. Hey, look, guys, that's our time today. And thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate you checking me out, especially if this is your first time checking me out. Like this video, subscribe to my channel so you hear that notification button, and also share this video with someone you think that it could benefit from this content. When you have a minute, go check out my website, SeanHarness.com. I have a free 3-day money video course there to help you level up in your business and your career. Until then,